Hello my friends and welcome back to Hero U Rogue to Redemption. So we are on day 1. We just got to the school, and in our last episode we went through how we went and stole the lucky coin. We also acquired this letter opener, which I am unsure of exactly what to do at the moment, but we have it, so that's good. Our reputation, we are acquaintances with Master von Arwald, and we are enemies with Turk. Turk does not like us. He is about to pop a few blood vessels. He would like us to be gone as quick as possible. Now, where do I want to start today? I want to start by reading our journal. This is something I want to probably do every new day. I'm not going to say every new episode because I record these in blocks. So therefore, we could easily go through 2 episodes before, I actually stop the recording. So every day I want to try to look at these, but since this is the first day and this is the second episode, let's go ahead and read about how we journeyed to the school. It's day 1 at 4:22 a.m. What else could I do? Walk away and wonder all my life who this stranger was and what he was up to? He refused to answer any of my questions, so I followed him for hours through all the alleys and dark streets of Caligari and out of the city through a side gate I'd never seen before. It was almost dawn when we got to a gate in a 20-foot tall rock wall. In the dim light, I could see where we have come, the creepy old abandoned castle that overlooks the city. I always wondered what this place was like on the inside of the wall. Guess I get to find out. Boring. Still day 1 at 4:22 a.m. The stranger had me sit in a small, boring room for a while he talked to some people. I think I must have nodded off because the next thing I know, this angry bald guy orders me to follow him into his office. Worst day ever. Day 1 at 8 o'clock a.m. Just when I thought I had a real chance to impress the chief thief and join the Thieves Guild, I get caught. Not only do I get caught, but I get sent to school. Not only do I get sent to school, but I have to deal with jerks like Mr. Turk. I'll lose my chance to become a thief if I don't find a way out of this castle soon. I still got the lucky coin. Now, I only need to find some way to show it to the chief thief. If we look at our character, a couple of our points leveled up in the last episode, particularly these bottom 4, Moxie, Perception, Smarts, and Magic went up quite a lot. We also picked up 10 demerits. Yay! If we get to 100, I think the game ends. So we probably want to avoid getting more demerits. What is our quest at the moment? To do, we have no to do, so we need to look around and explore. We completed the escape the old house and find lucky coin. Achievements, we have become a student at Hero U. And that's about it. So let's continue to explore. I see someone down there. We'll talk to him in a second. The little plaque says, Sylvan Gentleman Rogue. He looks more like a highwayman. Search it. No hidden safes or treasures here. We're not going to steal it. Now that we're actually in the school, there's some things I don't want to do. Look at the statue. That's clearly Sister Dominique Decker, the nun who was forbidden by her order from singing publicly. So she disguised herself as a bard and traveled the world. She became the greatest contralto bard in history. Bard nun, ha ha ha. Search the statue. The only loot here is the one the bard is playing. Oh, the only loot. Very, very clever on that pun. Let's look at the vase. I only see a little dirt at the bottom of this vase. Or maybe it's somebody's ashes. Let's not dwell on that. Search it. We got 5 lira. They say a lira. Is it lira or lyra? I'm sorry, I'm going to probably go back and forth until I go on Google Voice and have them read it for me. They say a lyra turned is a lyra saved, or something like that. And sure enough, I just found 5 lira buried in the dirt inside the vase. And now, they're saved for me. Excellent. Hello, Mr. Joel. Alright, we need to give Joel a voice. I'm really going to try in this episode to try to give each character a voice. In last episode, don't know if we'll be using the same voices, but here we go. Joel Cairo, he's sort of eccentric. It seems like he has a store behind him. Give him like a merchant type voice if we can. Welcome to the Disbarred Bard class, Mr. O'Connor. It's not quite what you're expecting in a university devoted to heroism, is it? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Joel Cairo. I am an entrepreneur of sorts. I buy and sell trinkets that might be of use to you. Hello, Joel. How are you? So, what are you, the official greeter of the classroom? No, I am not associated with anything official. I am simply a fellow student. I am doing my heroic part in the school by providing a service to supply a few sundries for my fellow bards. So, I'm not going to read aloud the things when we're talking to people, because the great thing about this game is Shawn actually asks what you want to say, which is really, really cool. So I'm just going to click on it and then read what Shawn asked directly. What's with this Disbarred Bard stuff? There are some people outside the school within who might not believe that our skills and methodologies belong at a school for heroes. Rumor has it that there was a school for heroes in Samaria that was closed down due to some scandal about the rogue class there. By calling ourselves bards, we avoid unfortunate misunderstandings between us and our fellow students. The class seems rather small for such a huge castle. Are there other students around? There are other classes and students around the school, but we do not see them very often. They are on different schedules than we disbarred bards are. Those who share our skills and mindsets tend to prefer more nighttime activities. Our mealtime is at 6 in the evening. After many of the other classes have parted, it allows us the luxury of having the dining hall mostly to ourselves. So, what's with our other classmates? What should I know about them? Cesare Sosi, he is our class leader and a nobleman of Sicilia. It would be in your best interest to make his acquaintance and perhaps do a small service for him. He is a powerful and influential man. Mr. Thomas Kent, he does not talk much about himself. He is obviously well educated, though he seems woefully ignorant of the most basic of practical skills. He is my best customer. As for the woman, Miss McMichael is the daughter of a sea captain, and Esme, she's a rover. They are of little consequence in this class. Oh, I missed that, sorry. A dining hall, what about the dining hall? Do we get fed here? Of course. Did you think that they make us fend for ourselves? It's good to know that we get fed. How are you, Joel? So what do you think of the school? It is an interesting place, is it not? I think it will prove to be most useful for me. What do you mean when you say you sell trinkets? Are you talking about painted seashells with mermaids and souvenir of Sidonia on them? No, of course not. I would not carry such tawdry things. I assure you, my goods are of highest quality and would be of interest to the most discerning of rogues or our less reputable brethren. Ask for directions. What are we supposed to do now? Most people go to the practice room to improve their skills during the afternoon. It's just around the corner. If you go upstairs to the great hall, watch out. Mr. Turk patrols that area. If he sees you, he will no doubt accuse you of neglecting your scholarly duties. It is best when dealing with Mr. Turk to politely explain that you are heading either to the store to buy equipment or to the library to study. So if you see Mr. Turk, we're either going to the store or to the library. How do I find those places? It is not difficult to find your way around here. If you look in the student handbook, you will find a map of the school. I don't really know if I have one of those. Maybe it's in the manual. I'll have to check that later. Say goodbye. Well, I guess I'll be seeing you around. I will look forward to speaking with you again. Browse the shop. Let's see what we got. We got chalk. Chalk can be used to mark trails and to reveal pen strokes when rubbed upon stationery. Fine dagger. Always have a sharp dagger when your back is against the wall. That is my motto. Lockpicks. You won't find a more dependable set of lockpicks than these. Oil. Whether you use this for greasing squeaky hinges or lubricating rusty locks, oil is an essential part of a rogue's toolkit. So the oil is 10. We could buy that. We can't buy lockpicks. We can't buy a dagger. But we could buy chalk. We can sell our letter opener for 10 lyra. But the problem is, if I sell this and we need it later, I'm going to regret it. Now, the number one thing I want to buy is a lockpick, but we don't have the money and we don't have really the skill to use them yet. So I don't really want to sell our letter opener to buy something we can't use. We could buy chalk. We could buy chalk, but I don't think we need it yet, so let's not buy anything just yet. We'll continue on. So if we click on the store, he just says, if there's anything interesting, let me know. Cool. So looking at a journal, we got a couple things there to do, earn some money. I was supposed to buy equipment for class, but I don't have any money. There must be someone in the castle willing to pay for extra help. Never go hungry. If breakfast was any indication, dinner at Hear You is going to be amazing. Hope I can find the dining hall in time. I'm pretty sure the dining hall was back in that direction. Let's check over here first, and then we'll go back there. Found a wooden shield. A battered old wooden shield with rusty old weapons attached to it. I think that the rust is the only thing holding it together. The only thing hidden on the shield is the metal under layers of rust. I don't know if searching actually does anything, to be honest, but we did find coins in that jar back there. So it's good to do. Look at the portrait. The plaque reads, Portrait of Lenkel Greatstorm in a yellow cloak. But I think that's more of a dusky sandalwood color. Read the legend. Lenkel Greatstorm wrote this haiku about himself. Wow, that's a nice beard. Apparently he has been studying poetry at the Vogan Academy. Search. I guess not all paintings have safe hidden behind them, because this one certainly does not. Let's check the statue. He is a perfect choice to stand guard over the end of the hall. That's Sir Albert Hall, known in his younger days as Albert the Halberd. We don't want to take it. Search. Nothing hiding in the helmet or any place else. Okay. We're not going to wear it either. This is Master von Urwald's office. The plaque on the door says Master von Urwald. The small sign next to the door says the instructor is in. Well, let's knock on the door and let's go talk to him. You may enter. Ah, Shawn O'Connor, of what do you wish to speak? Ask about rogues. So you're running a school for thieves here at this university? No, there are no thieves at this school. We are rogues, or more properly, the Disbarred Bards. What's the difference? There are rules and limits to rogues. We use our skills to bring greater justice to the world. If a thief steals something, then we steal it back and return it to its proper owner. If a politician is corrupt, we expose his corruption. Or what if, like, someone is a murderer? We are not executioners or assassins. We simply make certain that justice is carried out, preferably without anyone aware of our actions. What's this Disbarred Bard stuff about? There are many people who like you. Okay, so... Oh no, that was a new thing. Okay, cool. Ah, so we would have a bard time proving the headmaster was not a liar. At least it affords us a chance to apply ourselves with no holds barred. Indeed. So it looks like whenever we ask things, these go away, so I don't have to fear about, hey, you know, we've already clicked that. That's good to know for the future. Why are you teaching this class? You clearly aren't from around here. This school was originally located in Samaria. I have been an instructor with the school for some time. Thus, I moved to Sardonia when the university opened up here. No further questions. Is there anything else? Polite, clever, or snarky? Well, I don't really want to know him. I guess we could learn something about him, but one of the rogue rules wasn't it to be polite to masters? So maybe we should follow the rules of the rogue. Oh, look at that! Come to Spielberg. Oh, it's the archery board from Spielberg as well. Oh, that makes me so happy to see that in the background. Let's say something polite to compliment Master von Urwald. This seems like a pretty interesting place to be. I'm glad I was assigned to the Disbarred Bard class. I'm sure I'll learn a lot. I am less concerned with what you learn in the class. I am more interested in what you do with what you learn. I believe that you have better things to do than waste my time. Afternoons are reserved for you to hone your skills in the practice room at the end of the hallway. Hey, you like that? Cool. Courteous, confident, insulting. Let's be courteous. Thank you for speaking with me about these things. Have a good afternoon. Guten Tag. Hey, that was cool. It's good to not make enemies of the professors, I think. Look at the door. A locked door. It says locks on it. Seems appropriate to me. Knock on the door. Oh, if anyone's in there, maybe they can just let me in. Nope. Don't think that's happening. I guess no one is in there right now. Listen. I can't tell if anyone's in there or not. Open. What do you know? The door to the lock room is locked. Great. Guess I'll need to find some lockpicks to get in there. We also need training and lockpicks too. I did notice down here that there is a, what looks like a stealth meter and a run meter and a walk. I don't want to run in the presence of other people, but those are good to know. It's almost 4 o'clock. The plaque says, Weston Bleer, B Squad Leader. Turn-ons include the color red. What in the world is a turn-on? You're too naive and innocent. Search the portrait. We don't find anything. We don't want to move it either. If we found nothing by searching it, moving it would be not something that we should do. If we listen at the door, we can hear voices of several people in the room. I can't make out the words though. Let's open the door. Hey, the whole gang is here. Katie, you realize that this Disbarred Bard class is the losers class. Cesare. Okay, what's a good voice for Cesare? He's a nobleman. So he's arrogant, probably. Stuck up, probably. He speaks higher. I don't really have a good arrogant voice, though. Oh, that's tough. I hardly think that you are a loser, my dear Kate. Any more than I am. Face the facts, Cesare. We're not good enough to be paladins. We're not bad bud enough to be warriors. We're not magical enough to be wizards. And we aren't talented enough to be bards. But where they put the people who don't belong in the university for heroes? Thomas Kent. I think Thomas Kent's gonna be like the reserved kid who's, you know, probably feels like he's been bullied, so he talks in a very low, unconfident voice. Master Von Erwald treats his class seriously. I don't believe he considers us to be losers. Yeah, right. This class is so good. Why are we hidden away from other students in a dungeon with the teacher who looks like a villain from a play? Oh, that's good. I like that one. Hello. Work harder and smarter. Let's talk to Katie first. She seems cool. Hi, Katie. Hi, I'm Shawn. Shawn O'Connor. So you're the leader of the Losers Club? How do I join? By the way, I love her green eyes and the green pendant. That is so cool. It just looks really awesome. I think you'll have no trouble fitting in with losers, Shawn. I'm Katie McMichael. Yes, after all, no one better fits the epithet a loser than you, O'Connor. So, what is this world-class deal? Is this some sort of glorified Thieves Guild? This is the Disbarred Bard class, remember? No rogues or thieves around this university. Or so the headmaster wants people to believe. So, what's a nice girl like you doing in a loser's class? Just lucky, I guess. At least I'm not some nobler than thou stuck-up paladin. Yeah, being a paladin would be horrible, right? But paladins aren't stuck up. If anything, they tend to be very humble. So, do you always hang out after class here? This is a practice room. It's what we're supposed to be doing after class. Practicing our lessons and working out. Any suggestions on what I need to do here at the school? Oh. Well, if you want to fit in here, I think you should get cleaned up. You do look like something the cat dragged in. Furthermore, you smell like something the cat coughed up. Say goodbye. I'll see you around then. Sure, see you. Yeah, I messed up the voice on that one, sorry. I'm working on the voices here. It'll take me a couple episodes. Hi, Esme. And if we have like 40 voices, there's no way I'll do 40. So I want to try to get at least the cast of 6 if we can. I'm Shawn, the new kid going around saying hello to everyone. Ah, hello, Shawn. I am Esme. It is good to meet you. Not as half as good it is to meet you, Esme. So, what do you think about the rogue or the Disbarred Bards class? Are you all a bunch of losers? No, they are not losers. They are just different. It is not a bad thing. Difference is a good thing. I mean, you and I are very different, but here we are all in the same class. We probably would have never met otherwise. You say that like it's a good thing. What brought you here to the Who Are You? My parents did something for Headmaster years ago, and he owed them favor. I was given full scholarship. What did your parents do for the headmaster? I did not know. Something to do with reading fortune, I think. My parents are very good at seeing future. You know, it'd be awesome if our parents were from the Brigands and Mordavia. I mean, we knew that what was her name? Magda. We knew Magda had a son named Davy, but we never knew if he had a daughter. That'd be kind of neat. I just made like that. Ask about the practice room. So what do you do? So what do you practice here in this room? I do not practice much here. There are not things I need to work at. With daggers, I am skilled, and I do not need combat dummies to know how to fight. Is there something about the school that I need to know that would help me fit in better? As if you could fit in anywhere outside of a dark alleyway late at night. You should know they hang out at the supper at the rec room. It's a good place to get games and talk. Where's the rec room at, though? Yeah. It is easy to find. Just go up the stairs to the Great Hall and out to the courtyard. That is where you'll find the door to the rec room. Okay, so go up the stairs and out to the courtyard after dinner. Goodbye. I hope we can talk again sometime. I am sure that they will. Hello, Thomas. Hi there, Shawn here. I'm Thomas Kent. Welcome to Hero University, Shawn. Thanks, it hasn't been much of a welcome till now. It's an interesting place. This old castle and university. It's full of surprises. It's a good thing I like surprises then. So what do you think about this Disbarred Bards class? I really don't know what to think about it. I grew up with a strong sense of what is good and what is evil. And good people, they do good things. With this class, it's sometimes hard to figure out what is right and what is wrong. So why did you come to the school? I had a scholarship to the university. Besides, I always wanted to be a hero. What do you practice in this room? I practice just about everything. It's all kind of new to me. Tell me, what do you think I need to know about the school to get along here? I suggest that you check out the amazing library here at the school. It has books on almost every subject. It's a fine place to study and to learn. The library. Find the library. I'll keep that in mind if I ever feel a burning need to study. Goodbye. Goodbye then. Goodbye. Cesare. I need to find a voice for Cesare because I don't like any of the things I've done so far. Hello, Cesare. Hello, Soso. You're Soso, right? I'm Shawn O'Connor. Cesare Soso. Spanish. I don't have a Spanish voice. To you, it's Signore Susi. Happy to meet you, Signore. Signore is a title like Sir. Cesare, he's a nobleman from Nova Roma. Oh, so he's Italian. Oh, fancy that. Such a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Signore Sosi. It's a pity that I cannot say the same for you. So you don't consider rogues to be losers? No, but I'm willing to concede an exception on your part. Get to know Sosi. So why are you here at the school? You don't seem like the type of person who associates with rogues or losers. My family has a business interest here in Sardonia, so it was decided that I shall pursue my education while dealing with local financial affairs. So you're running with rogues while you fence with financiers, eh? Or is it the other way around? Kinda hard to tell the two groups apart. Oh, the dots. Ask about practicing. What kind of practice do you do in this room, besides the knifing people on the back part? I don't need to practice that skill. You provide an excellent target already. Wow. Okay. Ask what Shawn needs to know about the school. What do you suggest I learn about the school to fit in better? You need to learn your place. I am the leader of this class. Do as I say, and you might manage to survive here. Follow your orders, or what? You're going to tell your mommy that I'm being mean to you? You just watch yourself, O'Connor. Goodbye. I'm out of here. Finally. Be gone, cretin. You rat. Filthy piece of garbage. Look at plaque. It says work harder and smarter. We don't want to steal it. That would not be smart. Let's go ahead and check around this training room. It is almost 5 o'clock though. We have combat dummies. He has a 10 for resilience and a -12 for personality. Talk to it, thereby ensuring that everyone else here thinks I'm a twit. Practice. Ow, my hand. I better not try it again, at least until I have a weapon equipped. So we need to find a weapon before we can really... Oh my gosh, what is that? That is actually kind of frightening. Look at the monster target. You don't intimidate me much. Attack, sneak past, taunt. Wouldn't you like to be a real monster? Well, you never will. Sneak. He doesn't seem to notice me, probably because his eyes are pinned on. Okay, we don't want to attack. Like I said, we need to find a weapon. Ooh, we have daggers here, though. Look at the daggers. They look like cheap, dull daggers. They have a nice balance to them, but they won't cut through a spider web. Practice. Oh, that's not a bad throw. Oh, that's not bad. Hey, that last one was pretty good, actually. Our throwing increased. Darn, missed again. That's the early dinner bell. It's about time to go to the dining hall. Oh, wow. That just took up about an hour. Okay, we don't have time to read the bulletin board. We need to hurry to the dining hall because dining hall is about to begin at 6. Yeah, we need to go. Okay, we need to come back here, though, to finish reading the stuff there. Hurry, hurry. Gotta get to dinner. Wait, why are we going to the dorm corridor? Stairs seems endless. Well, that's the only way to go, right? Come on. The Great Hall. Okay, that's good news. Got about 15 minutes before dinner starts. There's the mezzanine. There's the Hall of Heroes. Definitely not for us. That's also mezzanine. Dining hall. Excellent. The menu says Germanic cuisine. Sauerbraten, Rotkal, and Nodel. Ah, the master should feel at home right with this. The description says that it's actually a marinated pot roast with spiced red cabbage and potato dumplings. Yum. Huh? I thought that was spelled Germanish. You can't tell listening to someone say it. Okay, we're gonna walk now. Let's get in the dining hall. It's awfully loud in there. It sounds like dinner's already started. Reception increased. Oh, how about that? Alright. So the early dinner bell, I guess, rings at 5 and dinner starts at 6. Task completed. So, with fonts like these, who needs anemones? What does that mean? It's a joke, get it? You know, friends like these, you know? No. Who is D? Never mind. I guess you had to be there. This is the dining hall. If you're finished with your meal, take your dishes to the kitchen and leave. Connor, I want to speak with you. Clear your plate and come to me. So, Connor, is Interval already on your first day? Maybe you'll set a record for the quickest expulsion from the university. Oh, great. What does Turk want now? You will be rooming with Aeolus. He's a Bard student. The two of you should be quite compatible. You are both worthless scum who have no business being here in the school for heroes. Your room is the first door on the Bard dorm hallway, next to the stairs. Curfew is at 10 each night. If I catch you wandering the hall afterwards, well, you will receive demerits. You got any questions? Okay, we were told to always be polite in terms of our masters. Give a polite reply. Thank you, sir. I really appreciated that you went out of your way to do your job for me. I look forward to our next conversation. You are an inspiration in your dedication to such an unpleasant task. Good. I'm glad you said that. You are dismissed. You'll be wise to go to your dorm room and study for your class, because your brain is completely empty. You undoubtedly have a lot to learn in order to catch up with the rest of the group of losers you call classmates. Now be gone! Go! Get away! Okay, so we are, we need to go, didn't they say go upstairs? No, to the courtyard. Okay, here's a courtyard. And I will be looking at all this stuff later. I just wanted to see if we can, oh, the music is so good. Recreation room. Doesn't sound like anyone's talking there right now. Wait, there was supposed to be there people. Or did Turk doors off with his... Oh, there we go. Cesare. My family has estates in the cities of Palermo and Catania. We are the ranks of succession for the Donna Cecilia should anything happen to the prince's family. What does that mean? It means, my dear Katie, that I may one day be the Prince of Sicilia. That's impressive. Hello, everyone. So, where did you come from before Turk dragged you into our class? Get to know Katie. So brought you to school. You don't seem like a wannabe hero to me. I'm not big on the whole hero concept, no. You don't exactly look like a knight in shiny armor type either. No, but I might go out of my way to save a damsel in distress. Well, don't look at me. I'll save myself. So no, thank you. I'm fresh off the streets of Caligari. My family owns an inn and tavern in East Caligari called Lady Luck. Have you ever been there? I didn't get to that part of the city much. Must be interesting owning an inn. You get to meet a lot of people that way. Mostly. It's just a lot of work. I was usually too busy to meet anyone. Is this just a social group, or do people actually play games here? Sometimes we play. Sometimes we just talk. What's your favorite game? Challenge me to a game of darts sometimes and I'll show you. Ooh, that sounds good. I'll see you later. See you in class tomorrow. I would like to challenge her to a game, but I want to talk to everyone first. Hi, Esme. So, what brings you to Hero Yo? You do not seem like the hero type. Why did you come to school? Are you here to be a hero? I do not know if I will be a hero or not. My parents thought this would be good for me. It is very different life here. So what's different about it? My home is caravan and we travel all the time. It's strange to be surrounded by walls rather than woods. It's strange to be with strangers rather than with family. She's definitely a gypsy. I mean, come on, she's got to be a traveling gypsy. It's all strange and new for me. It's like adventure, no? Esme, I like that. Ask about hero types. You don't think that I'm the hero type? I think you are like caught. Whatever happens, you will land on your feet. You will walk your own path. But like caught, you do things for you, not for others. Oh, that's actually a pretty good description so far. What brings you here to the rec room? Do you like to play games? I play many games. Mostly though, I come here to talk and have fun. It's like sitting around campfire at night with my pack and my family. Good night. Talk to you more later. Maybe we will. Hello, chair. Okay, there we go. Cesare. Hello, Cesare. If you want to fit in here at Hero University, then you will need to accept one fact. I am the leader of the Disbarred Bards class. Who put you in charge? I am a very dangerous person to Shawn O'Connor. Do as I say, and you'll benefit from our association. But if you defy me, I'll make your life very unpleasant. Most very unpleasant. Say something polite and friendly? Cleverly defiant? Starkly defiant? Agree to follow Sosie's lead. What type of person do we want to be? This is really tough. I think this could really shape our friendship levels with him. Kind of reminds me of Draco Malfoy. You know, and more like Harry Potter, except with thieves instead of magicians. And he's the arrogant rich type, and I'm the bum from the street. It's almost exactly like that, actually, now that I think about it. But you know what? I think for now, we're actually going to follow him. And the reason for that is because we want to sort of like meld into the shadows. We don't want to be noticed. We want to be able to do things without people suspecting us. And the more enemies we make, the more eyes are upon us. And if he thinks we're his friend, then later on, if we need to backstab him, then we can do so without him being the wiser. So for now, yeah, I will agree to follow your lead. I'm not here to make enemies. I'm sure that life will be much easier if I go along with you, sir. Good. I'm sure I will find a use for you. I'm happy to be of service to you. Ask about the Disbarred Bards. I can get a relationship with that? So what is your opinion about the Disbarred Bard class? The class may prove to be very useful. Learn what you can from it. I'll put your skills to good use. So what brings you to the recreation room, sir? I am very good at playing games, Mr. O'Connor. That doesn't surprise me, sir. Say goodnight. Good night, sir. I look forward to working with you in the future. So Cesare liked that. Okay, excellent. So we got a little bit more reputation. He dislikes us. I guess he's just wary of us. Turk's still our enemy. Mr. Von Erwald is an acquaintance. And Katie, Esme, Thomas, and Joel are all acquaintances. Wow, there's still, like I said, so many other people. This kind of reminds me of Danganronpa 4, 8, 12, 16. Well, if you count Monokuma, that would be 16, right? So maybe I can do voices for everyone. I don't know. Hello, Joel. Talk to Joel. Ah, Mr. O'Connor. Have you come to play a few games with us? I see that you are finding your way around the castle. Is it that exciting to realize that we are now living in a castle? One would almost think that we were royal. All about royals. How's about Joel? So do you hang out here often? I am here most evenings, as are many of our classmates. Did royalty once live in this castle? I do not think so. The castle was built by a group of knights who came here to save Sardonia from some unspeakable horror, or so the rumors say. Before the school opened, the local Thieves Guild avoided this place. Thieves who entered here seldom returned to speak of their mishaps here. I was, of course, intrigued at the possibility that there is something of great value hidden here in the castle. It was one of the reasons that I enrolled in Hero University. You mean to say that you didn't come here to learn how to be a hero? Heh. I will let someone else play the hero's part, and let him waste his life saving fools from their follies. As for myself, I'd rather teach fools not to be so foolish as to tempt thieves and swindlers with their wealth. So what games can I play here? In the corner behind me, you can waste some time playing darts. If you like a little more challenge, you can test your skills at billiards. Of course, you can always play a game of cards. What sort of card games are played here? You can always play solitaire. You can occasionally get people to play cribbage. But I don't peg you as a cribbage player. You'd likely get bored. Of course, the best card game of all is Poobah. What's Poobah? Poobah is a game we Disbarred Bards play just after exams. It's a way to relax with a little friendly competition. We wager a few coins on the cards, just to add a little frisson to the match. I'll let you know the next time we play Poobah. We would love to play with you. Good night. I'll talk to you later. I will be looking forward to it. Okay, so who would like to challenge to a game? We could look around the room, but I think we'll do all our looking for the next episode because right now we're, doing some other things. It's the Goram Serious Guide to Poobah. The subtitle is Strategy and Tactics to Winning, and here I thought the games were supposed to be fun. Maybe I can learn something from this. Oh no, that probably just took a lot of time. Okay, Poobah is a gambling game. We all ante and the dealer gives us some cards. Then we bet or fold. If we stay in, we can draw some new cards and try to improve the hand. Then we bet again. The best hand wins. So it sounds a lot like poker. Gaming increased. Oh. Best hand, okay. Grand Poobah beats everything. Poobah is next bet. Then Fizzbin, Mimi, and Meh. Wump is the worst. Staying in on weak hands is just a way to lose Lyra. If I'm behind at the beginning, odds are I'll still be hot at the showdown. Wow, who knew that a simple game could be so complex? So our task completed. Unfortunately, it is almost 10 o'clock. I'm afraid if we play a game we're gonna run out of time. So let's head to our dorm room. Unfortunately, we can't play a game today. We read the book instead. So the next day, we are gonna have to explore because look how beautiful this place is. Just listen to that music. It's so good. Oh, so beautiful. I noticed that when we're standing still, time does not seem to pass. So we could just look at our surroundings and don't have to worry about time passing. And we can also see different things that we could look at. Before we go to the hall, let's see what these other doors lead to. Library and reception room. God, this place is so pretty. Wish I went to a school here. Walking around does seem to increase the timer though. Open door. Now we did pass the dorms on the way here, if I'm not mistaken. So if we go this way, we should, yes, there's the dorm hallway. And we're going to make it before 10 o'clock. We don't really know how to sneak, so sneaking out of our room at night is probably not a good idea. We are told, oh, door to Shawn and Aeolis' room. Here it is. Yes, I will plan on exploring all this stuff in probably our next episode. Or I should say our next day. I don't really know how long this episode has gone so far, so we'll see. Look at the door. The nameplate by the door says Aeolis and Shawn O'Connor. Aeolis will be happy that he gets top billing. What type of voice are we gonna give Aeolis? Let's see, a happy voice? Because he seems to be the happy type. And he's a musician, right? Hey there! They said I was getting a roommate. Welcome to our dorm room. I'm Aeolis. I'm studying to be a musical performer. What are you here for? Hi, I'm Shawn O'Connor. I'm in the, Disbarred Bard's class. Oh, that's awesome! I'm a bard too! You're welcome to borrow any of my instruments if you want to practice your skills. Thanks. Do you got any lockpicks? Say what? Never mind. I didn't think so. Yeah, he's an actual bard. Let's look at our desk. The plain wooden desk that looks as old as a castle, but there's no sign any other student used before me. The chair, however, looks like a well-made item of torture designed to give me a backache and a sore butt every time I try to study in it. Let's actually do some studying. Let's see if I can read my own handwriting and actually learn something. Smarts increased. Whoa, it's already 10:30. Let's check our wardrobe. This is a really solid wooden wardrobe and it has my name on the plaque. It's clearly designed to store all the expensive treasure and gold I got at this school. So it looks like each activity takes, what, 45 minutes or so? Assuming, of course, I can gather any expensive treasure and gold around here. If I stole something, this would be the first place Turk would look for it. Let's open. Hey, there are 2 daggers in here. One of the daggers looks long and sharp, the sort of weapon you use in fight. The other is narrow and lightweight. It must be a throwing knife. I'll just have to add these to my collection. Should probably equip the dagger in case I get into trouble. Now I have a nice empty wardrobe of my very own. Excellent. So we have a dagger. This dagger is a basic stabbing tool. It can cut vegetables too. Now we have our first equipment. Wonderful. I don't want to go to bed yet. Let's check the nightstand. It's a single drawer nightstand and there's no way to lock the drawer. I guess roommates either have to be trusting or else they don't put anything valuable in the nightstand. Well, I don't think he expects you to be a thief either, because thieves don't go to hear you. There's nothing in the drawer but dust. Hi, Aeolis. So, what is this place? Ah, it's some sort of old castle. It's been here forever as far as I know. They just opened the university here a few months ago or so. It's cool, isn't it? We get to live like kings. Sounds like a royal pain to me. Take a few nights and maybe a rook to check it out, mate. Just wait and see. You won't be bored. After all, bards rule. I don't know. Being a king is never a peasant experience. Serves you right if you can't take a yoke. Resistance is futile. Oh my god, so many puns. It's just so good. Ask about the dorm room. How do we share this dorm room? There's plenty of spare room to share here. That's your bed with your desk beside it. You can stash your stuff in the wardrobe over on the other side of the room, man. What's all this about, you know, the junk on the floor? Feel free to move stuff if you need more room. There's no housekeeping service here, so I'm a self-made man when it comes to the feats of neatness. So what can we do here at the school besides sleep through our classes? Aeolus like that. I spend most of my evenings jamming with my mates, but the school has a nice rec room where most people hang out. After exams, there's a regular card game to work off the test tension and maybe make some money on bets. Yeah, that's that Poobah thing, right? Card game, eh? I guess I need to brush up on my shuffle. It's the real deal, man. So if you're gonna swim with the card sharks, you need to spot the fish tails on the flop. After all, the cards are against you. No offense, but you look a bit odd. I've never seen eyes quite like yours. And what's with the giant bumps on your head? My mother was a fawn. Your mother was a deer? Nah, man. My mother was a fawn. A female satyr. My father had an affair with her, and then one day he found me as a baby on his doorstep. I guess I must look a lot like my mother, huh? You don't know? By the time I learned about my mother, all the satyrs and fawns were gone from around my home in Sassari. One day, I'm gonna go look for my mother. I'd like to know why she left me. I'm sorry, dude. It's been a long day for me, so I should get some shut-eye. Good night, Aeolus. Rest assured, you'll sleep like a dream. See you at the dawn, Shawn. And he liked that. It is almost 11 o'clock. Let's go to bed before actually, it just became 11. Okay, we'll stay up then. I want to go to bed just before 11, before the top of the hour, but now we'll look around. The clutter is mostly schoolwork, I think. There are poetry books and sheets of music, both stained by what appears to be some unidentified life form growing from a neglected stein. Aeolus should know he has to clean things up. The Disbarreds all rhyme and no reason. Here's a book titled Raise Your High Q, A Bard's Guide to Sly Soliloquy. Is that anything like Bunny Foo? No way I'm touching any more of his mess. He needs to do it, so we can't clean up after him. Oh, we got a loot. No gold, jewels, or even fancy trinkets. I don't get musicians. It's just isn't my idea of what loot should be. Play it. I don't play when it comes to looting. That's serious business for a rogue. No, we're not going to steal it. Aeolus has plastered his wardrobe with playbills and concert posters. It's just so much junk everywhere. Oh, look how pretty Sardonia looks. Oh, it's so beautiful. Scenic Sardonia, eh? I admit, it looks pretty from this angle. But that's probably because they cropped out my house. Nothing behind the poster. We're not going to take it. Let's look at the desk. While this is certainly a mess, it's almost entirely school related. There's books on music history and literary reference alongside a smattering of sheet music and hastily written class notes in calligraphy. With all this paperwork, being a bard sounds almost as bad as being an accountant. We'll search through it. There's a book titled Crescendos and Don'ts, Seeing Sharp Without Being Flat. I'm guessing you had to be there. Oh, that's so amazing. I love that musical pun there. We're not going to clean it up because no sense. And let's get to bed before it turns 11:30. We had a long day. Go to sleep. Oh, we can take a short nap too, but we don't need to. Let's go to sleep. Master von Erwald. As I was saying, a rogue's motto should be, "Auf alles vorbereitet sein." Be prepared for anything. That is why rogues have certain tools of their trade that they always carry with them. Rope, chalk, oil, pliers, grapnel, matches, and lockpicks are the tools of choice for the experienced rogue. Tool use increase. For instance, a piece of chalk. In what way would a piece of chalk be useful to a rogue? Kent? A rogue could use it to mark his path through a dungeon so that he doesn't get lost. Ja, that is obvious. But how else can a rogue use a piece of chalk? To keep silverware from tarnishing? Perhaps. but that is hardly a roguish usage. Come now. What creative way could you use chalk, ere Cairo? Well, you can rub it on lockpicks or a key to slide smoother into a rusty lock. Ooh, that's pretty clever. So if we use chalk on a lockpick or key, it slides smoother into rust. Good. Rogue tools are versatile. What does one use a can of oil for, Farlin Esme? Oil? Stick it as the hinges to stop the squeaking. Yes, and what else? My people use special oil to breathe fire from the mouse. Whoa! One never knows when breathing fire could be of use. But I do not recommend anyone trying that particular trick. However, boiling oil can be used as a weapon. Shawn O'Connor, what do you consider to be the quintessential tool for a rogue? Answer seriously, humorously, or snarkily. You know, these are both amused and this one's pleased, so let's try to please Master von Erwald, because again, this goes back to the idea of the more people we have who does not consider us a threat, the better off our life will probably be in this school. So we're gonna answer seriously for now. It's sort of like Draco Malfoy, you know? He's like devious behind all the teachers' backs, but in front of the teacher, you know, he tries to act seriously. So that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that we have room to maneuver later on. That's not to say we'll be like Draco Malfoy. I'm just using him as an example. Answer seriously. I'd say lockpicks, because they can get you in and out of a lot of trouble. Joel Cairo like that. Ooh, and our charm increased. Indeed. Picking locks is a skill that all rogues should know. However, one does not need lockpicks to open locks. It just makes it easier to do so. You may purchase many of the tools I mentioned in this discussion from the school store. We will have further lectures on the use in the future. For now, you should acquire your own set of rogue tools. Think about how many different ways you can make use of them. A rogue is limited only by his own imagination. Get some lockpicks, learn to lockpick. Say sorry. That's excellent advice for everyone, Master. I already have my complete set of tools, and I shall put them to good use. Very well, Sosi. You are a shining example for everyone here. Guten Tag. Okay, it is day 2 on... I'm sorry, it's 2 o'clock on day 2. Once again, out in front of the classroom. And looking at our stats, our charm and smarts went up 1. Our tool use is now at 5. And our gaming, I'm not sure if this was at 10 before, but it's at 15 now. So that's not too bad. Reputation, Turk hates us. Master Erwald is still an acquaintance. Cesari still dislikes us. And everyone else is an acquaintance, including Aeolus, the Fawn son we just met. We look at our inventory. We do have a throwing knife now. Interesting. The center of balance is right about in the center between the blade and the handle. Is that what makes a good throwing knife then? So we have a throwing knife. We have a dagger equipped. And we have task. Learn to lockpicks. If there's every skill I need to know, this is the one. We need to get some lockpicks. I can't be a real rogue until I learn to pick locks. But first, I need to get a set of lockpicks. We need to get 5 more Lyra. Find the library. Thomas says I need to go check the library. Get cleaned up. Kitty says I need to get cleaned up. She may have a point. So we need to take a shower or bath. Earn some money. Supposed to buy equipment for class, but I don't have any money. There must be someone in the castle willing to pay for extra help. The task we completed. We learned to play Poobah. I better work on my game so I can be associate Poobah this weekend. Ooh, this weekend? Wow. We found a room. We found the rec room. We did find a dining hall. And those were from the other day. So I think this day 1 was a pretty productive day. No new achievements, but that's where we'll end it here. I am the FlightlessBird. Thank you so much for following along. If you like what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you then. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.